We're protesting DAC. April Hernandez with Separate Fidelis Pet Rescue.
Hi, my name is Teresa Sumter. I'm with Detroit Pit Crew Dog Rescue, and I'm here to shut down DAC. Most recently, they let a dog contract parvo here in their facility, and the dog, once it started showing signs of parvo and was bleeding in its own kennel, they let the dog lay in its own blood and just lay there and basically die. Finally informed the owner that the dog was sick, and finally, near the end of the dog's life, did let the dog be released, and it was too late to save the dog. It was too far gone because it received no medical treatment.
Citizens of Detroit, because this isn't about rescue. It's about the citizens of Detroit and making a difference. And Terry and I moved here 4 years ago in what we consider our hometown now, and working with the community. And it's when the community bands together against a failing organization, a central organization that's commissioned to serve us, the community. When they fail, it is our right, check that, it's our duty, as Thomas Jefferson said, to peacefully protest and resist.
He got picked up for Detroit Animal Control. He was held in here for 10 days. While he was in here, he got something called kennel cough, which the vet told me was a simple illness, a simple disease that goes away on its own. I asked if I could take him out took him to a vet. She told me he had ate for 2 days. They wouldn't allow me to bring him food. They wouldn't allow me to take him out. And they also refused treatment. Her exact words was that this is not a vet, this is an impound. They do not treat the dogs here. So not just my dog, but any dog that's in there right now, if it's anything wrong, they're not being treated. End up taking him to the vet again because he was having problems breathing, struggling really hard. And when I took him the last time, they actually told me that he had a crushed trachea, which was the reason why he couldn't breathe. And there was pretty much nothing that we could do. So I lost my baby on June the 29th due to the negligence of the vet here who refused to treat him at all. The kennel cough, even if that was treatable, they wouldn't even allow me to take him out. And I don't even know how he ended up with a crushed trachea. My dog came in. My dog came in 92 pounds pit bull. And when I put him to sleep, he was 64 pounds. This did not happen to anybody's dog, whether they come from a home or not. It's filthy in there for those of you who have not been in there. It smells, it stinks. They do not clean. They do not treat the animals. I don't even know if they feed the animals. Either they have plenty of chance and opportunity to change. If they're not willing to change, they should be shut down. I am a citizen of Detroit. Went to public school systems all my life. I'm paying for this.
We pay taxes for this.
There's no reason. I had no idea. If I would have known that this was the condition that my baby would have came in, I would have took the $500 fine. I would have served 90 days in jail for my baby to be all right. And they didn't even care. Their response was that they showed a video of me taking him outside and had enough nerve to say he was all right because he walked out. I shouldn't have to drag my dog out. He walked out because he didn't want to be in there anymore with kennel cough, which probably was pneumonia at that point, and a crushed trachea. They should be shut down. My baby should be alive.
What did they do? Come talk to us.
Shut them down! Mayor's talking, shut them down!
They came and took your dog off your property? They took her dog off her property.
She was right outside the fence with my 4-year-old drinking out of a puddle of rain, and he pulled up, and I heard him because I was right inside the house. And I heard him, he goes, get in your yard. So I jumped up and I come out and she came right in and I locked the gate. He's like, no, we're taking her. I was like, why are you taking her? I was like, she wasn't doing anything. He's like, no, we're taking her. The cops are around the corner and they called us, which he lied because there was no cops. And he got his thing out and I'm like, come on. I was like, you guys are going to kill her because I don't have the money to get her out.
So your own dog was on your own property and they made you
well,
turn
she
your
was
dog
on the
over.
sidewalk, but I mean, she was 2 foot from my open gate.
But when they came and took her, she was
And
inside
he
the
didn't
yard.
ask me for nothing. No registration, no nothing. He just snatched her up. And then he acted like he was doing me a favor. He's like, well, your other dogs are in the house. I'll leave those.
Wow. He can't touch your dogs. He cannot touch your dogs on your
And I got here at 3:29. She told me on the phone, because I said, please, I got to run and grab the money. Someone's donating it. I'll be here. She's like, if you're here by 3:30, I'll let you in. I got here at 3:29, and they wouldn't let me in. I talked to the 2 different officers, and the supervisor said, no, the sign was already up when you got here. I'm like, man, my dog, you know, she's not up to date on her shots. I'm worried your guys' facility is not clean. Come on Monday. So I'm going in to see. I'm going to see her now. So
let us know.
I will. I'll be right back out.
What kind of dog is it?
She's a pit.
Wow. They killed my pit bull.
Our cat families are fun in this hellhole.
Mayor Duggan, shut him down! 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 This is ridiculous. You don't see this stuff go on in other animal controls. They use chemicals to clean. They have people qualified to temperament test a dog. They do not have an over 80% euthanasia rate.
They're not coming in feeding us?
No.
Do you think it's cleaner than crazy?
No. They're a union.
These dogs are left in there for days, for hours at a time.
It is also illegal to take other dogs out of the home because you took one dog that was in the yard, but you go back and say you're lucky I'm not taking your other dogs. That is illegal. You cannot do that per state. You have to know your laws because we know them. As rescuers, as people who work in these streets, as citizens, we know our law. We know what we can and cannot do. You need to get on check.
They won't let me get her till Monday because they don't release on Saturdays. And they're still saying that the police called, which is bullshit because she wasn't out there.
Tell them you want the report.
I want the police report.
Monday when I come in.
So they will not release your dog on a Saturday for no reason. So now your dog has to stay in there in the disease-infested animal control over the weekend for no reason.
Did you get to see your dog?
Yeah,
And they
nobody
probably
had food.
also
Only
feed
they
them.
had water in there.
See,
No food.
No food, no water. Was the cage
Plus the
nasty?
feces in the
I mean, there wasn't no poop in her cage, but yeah, she's in a small cage up on the wall, and she's a 60-pound dog. She's not in like a kennel. She's in a fucking, you know, like a cat cage, basically.
Are the floors wet?
She has to be over the weekend.
Move around,
The
huh?
floors wet in there with a little sawdust on them?
I don't know. Are you looking at the floors? I didn't even look. I was looking at all the dogs. There's so
She
many in there.
probably can't even
Fucked
turn
up.
around in that
Oh,
little
it's
street.
they don't want us in there because they know we're going to tell.
It is.
It's dirty and it's filthy.
The last meeting that we did have, they said that in order to help this facility, they brought them 15 galvanized trash cans because apparently they have a rodent problem also, which of course is a huge problem since they have parvo in there, and parvo is spread by feces. So rodents run through the feces. There's parvo all through that place. It needs to be shut down now, right now. Well, right now, no more intake. There should be no intake into this facility. What they need to do is get an emergency facility together where they can contract with. Their animal control officers can bring the dogs that do need to be picked up to another facility that's licensed and that has is clean and responsible. And no more animals should be coming in here at all. That's the first thing that needs to happen, at least until it's been cleaned. Because it's
top to bottom.
From top to bottom. And then we need to come in. We all need to do a walkthrough here. Our committee meetings are sitting over at the police department. I don't want to sit at the police department. I want to walk through this building and see what the hell's going on in here. There's many different groups. I don't know that all of us, agree. Obviously, the groups that aren't here may not agree with our approach, but we're in it for the animals. We're not in it to make friends. We're here to help these animals. And without going inside and seeing what's going on, we can't help them. Nobody can. I don't know who could dispute that argument.
And you need to let rescues come in and help you. If you're crowded on dogs, you need to allow rescues with 501c3s that have the capability and fosters available to come in and help you get some of these dogs out of here when it's clean and sanitized. And if you have a vet on staff, what is the vet doing?
Right. And there's 179 dogs in there, we were told at the last meeting. I don't see any dogs being walked right now. Who's walking these dogs? Who's taking care of these animals on the weekends? We could have volunteers coming here and walking dogs. We could have people coming here and cleaning, sanitizing this building, but they don't want to let people in because they don't want people to know what they're doing.
That's why they won't let you take cameras in.
Right.
Or your phones with cameras.
And we saw one video, how many animals are in there suffering that nobody knows about?
Yes.
We don't know that because they won't let us behind those walls. Forget about those trash cans. I don't give a shit about no trash cans. I want to go in there and see what's going on.